tailoring each intervention to unique needs of the client. He also holds specialized skills in autism spectrum disorder, learning disabilities, ADHD, and school counseling professional, with both clinical depth and a heartfelt dedication to healing. We are honored to welcome him today. Please join me in inviting our guest of honor, Mr. Gangadhar Bharedi, sir, renowned rehabilitation psychologist, onto the dais to receive a token of our appreciation. NSS claps goes to.
With great joy and pride, we welcome our chief guest, Dr. P. Swati ma'am, Head of Department of Psychology, Usmania University, onto the dais. Today, we are privileged to welcome such a person, a multifaceted personality whose contributions to psychology and education have touched life across generations, professions, and platforms. Currently, she is the Assistant Professor and Head of the Department of Psychology at Usmania University, Hyderabad, a title that barely captures the depth of her contributions. With more than a decade of teaching experience, she has educated, mentored, and inspired students at every academic level, from undergraduate to PhD. Her journey is one of the commitment to public service. She has been a trainer in psychology for a remarkable range of organizations: the AP, Judicial and Police Academies, Forest Academy, Animal Husbandry Department, and institutions like the Administrative Staff College of India, Geetham University, and many others. In the realm of distance education, her contributions are vast and pioneering. From preparing courseware for IGNOU, BRAOU, and Usmania University to creating audio-visual content and MOOC programs. We are so grateful to have you here, ma'am. Please welcome on the stage.
Before we proceed, let us observe 2 minutes of silence in respectful tribute to our recent passing of Dr. B.V. Pattabhiram sir, a renowned psychologist whose legacy continues to inspire us all. Dr. B.V. Pattabhiram sir is a postgraduate in psychology philosophy, a PG diploma holder in guidance and counseling, and PhD from Usmania University, Yoga and Hypnotism, a pragmatic approach. I request everyone to stand in your respective places and maintain silence.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Can we clap once for B.V. Pattabhiram Garu, who has rendered a lot of service for the community throughout the country. Can we all clap for B.V. Pattabhiram? Thank you very much.
We now move forward with today's celebrations. I request Dr. Maheepathi Talks sir, Director of Admissions, Anurag University, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
NSS flag goes to.
Respected today's chief guest, Swati ma'am, head of the Department of Psychology, Usmania University, and our guest of honor, Maheepathi Gangadhar Garu, who has been a person relentlessly serving the society with his experience, renowned rehabilitation psychologist, and all the renowned personalities like Mohan Deshpande sir, Veera sir, Krishna Bharat sir, and our University Associate Director Social Learning, Malaysia sir, and all the psychologists who have come from various places to witness this event, and my dear students. Good morning to everyone. How many of you think that mental health is very important? Raise your hands. Thank you very much. How many of you think that physical health is very important? Very nice. Thank you very much. So I don't know, I don't want you to respond to this answer. As you know that in everyone's life, there are ups and downs. People say that there is no straight line in life. Even ECG shows up and down. So this is an important day where we are celebrating the World Psychologist Appreciation Day. Can we all clap for all the psychologists in the world who is building the mental health in the society? Can we all clap for them? All the psychologists in the world. Thank you. I know that still, I can say that there's a stigma that when you talk about the psychologist and when you ask somebody to go to a doctor, they immediately tell that, is everything fine? And mental hospital kellamantava? లేకుంటే సైకాలజిస్ట్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళమంటావా? I am okay or not okay? I have nothing problem, so I know how to deal. And I'm sure that if you have some issue related to your health, if it is a dental issue, whom do you meet? Dental doctor. If you have a issue related to kidneys, whom do you meet? Nephrologist. If you have a problem with your heart, whom do you meet? Very nice, you're all intelligent. And in the same man, when you have a problem with your mental health, whom should you meet? Excellent, okay. Now today, we are happy and thank you ma'am, Swati ma'am for having accepted our invitation. Swati ma'am and Maheepathi Gangadhar Garu, they are doing a lot of service in training the psychologists, in updating them, upskilling them under the Advanced Psychology Services Association of India. I thank Krishna Bharat Garu, National Working President, who's doing a great job in making the society a better society. And I felt like Anurag University should take a chance to invite them and see that our students will have an opportunity to learn about the mental health and also to make their life more happier and successful in their career. Earlier days, we used to talk more about IQs. Now we are also talking about EQ. What is EQ? Emotional quotients. I know that whenever you have some kind of emotions, some people say that don't express your emotions. Some people say that express your, what should you do? They'll be telling. So we'll be eagerly waiting to listen to them. Always Bharati sir, Gangadhar sir says, not okay is also okay, okay is also okay. So it's a process of life. We need to accept the life and go ahead. I'm sure that this session where we'll be listening to the eminent personalities over here. And also I thank all the psychologists who have come from various places. Can you all clap for them? For the Thank you. Generally, I have a habit of making one small activity, then I'll close. We'll see the energy levels. So here, can you all keep your hands like this? I'll say 1, 2, 3. You need to clap. We'll see the energy in the auditorium, okay? Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. All at a time, you need to clap. See the focus, concentration and all. That's very important in our life. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. The same. 1, 2, 3. Very good. 1, 2. I said 3 times that when I say 3, you need to clap. I said 2 and I clapped, you clapped. Actions are louder than words. People follow the actions, not the words. I know you're all action takers. All the best. Thank you very much. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
NSS class goes to.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. I now request Dr. C. Malisha, sir, Program Coordinator, NSSL, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Respected dignitaries on the dais. First of all, I would like to say delay in the program due to we are hosting as a NSS, we are associated with this today's program, and I will say apology for that. And second thing, this is a great opportunity to collaborate to do this program because I am dealing every year 1,000 plus students I am training here, especially in NSS and NCC platform, because I closely observe them. I know how much importance of this mental health, and they need to sensitize themselves what way they need to train their mind and how to go. So have a close association with psychology department, and sir is given open invitation. We can use services of this eminent personality who are present here. Definitely, sir, in this platform, NSS, NCC, that 1,000 students we want to make them, they are the using of this knowledge, using of these techniques, they can be better personalities in the society. So with this, I don't want to take much time, but I would like to say this is a vibrant campus. Our students also now today, even this program is there, means they requested to attend this program because they have a field visit of full day program in outside. We made them half day, you can go that outside program. This program, they are requested, sir, we want give the permission to attend. So they are also eagerly waiting to take insights from you. And I would like to welcome the dignitaries all the way coming this Anurag University for this program. Thank you one and all for this.
NSS class goes to.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I invite Dr. C. Veerabhadra Rao Redla, sir, President APAI Greater Hyderabad Committee, to share a few words.
NSS class goes to.
Good morning. Welcome to the dignitaries on the dais and all my friends from API and my dear students. We at API have been working for the welfare of the people and mostly for improving the skills of the psychologists in India, particularly in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. We have been doing a lot of programs bringing mental awareness for the people and educating our psychologists so that they deliver what is desired and required in the society. In the last 12 months, we have been doing quite a lot of programs in the colleges and webinars and seminars and workshops for our psychologists also. To list a few, we have done psychological first aid in colleges and forum for sorrow to strength. This is on International Suicide Day, and we have also done a program on International Stress Intervention Talk. These are webinar talks that happen for 1 week long, which are done by 2 psychologists for 2 hours every day. And then at Koti Women's College, or it's called as Telangana Mahila Vishwavidyalaya, we have done a 1-day full program on suicide prevention gatekeeper training and hope in action, wherein we have educated the college students how they can prevent suicides among their peer groups. Whenever suicide happens, the first person to be known is the friend. The network is so well built that child always communicates to the friend first and then to anybody else. So if the friend can communicate to the other authorities in the colleges, we can always save one life. We are more bothered or more concerned about the life of a person. And that's the reason we have done Hope in Action in Telangana Mahila Vishwavidyalaya. And then for our psychologists in API and anyone who wants to participate as a psychologist, we have done art therapy and role and responsibilities of psychologists in counselings in our API premises. And most importantly, we have done a wonderful workshop on porn addiction and sexual health counseling. Addiction is something very critical. Knowingly or unknowingly, we get involved into it. So one of the addictions is porn addictions. A well-organized workshop by our Gangadhar sir, which was well received, and we had a series of workshops being done throughout Telangana and Andhra. And then we had workshops on adolescent wellness, and on the eve of Women's Day, in memory of Dr. Niranjan Reddy, we have felicitated 10 of our psychiatrists and psychologists for their services. And we have done workshops on International Day of Happiness, and again on World Psychology, UN Psychology Day talks, we had webinars for 1 week long. And the most important and a very successful program that API has done was, we have gone to each and every schools. Like our counselors have taken initiative and going and giving confidence to the children before writing their exams. That has happened in 55 schools. It was a big success, and when the results have been announced, we got back the response from the schools acknowledging API that your initiative has helped us a lot. And to list, we have lot many, but then we have other speakers to deliver their talk. Thank you very much.
NSS class goes to.
Thank you. Before the other speakers speaks, I request Renuka Lingala ma'am, Telangana State President, to come onto the dais. Can you all put your hands together to welcome Renuka Lingala, Telangana President, APAI. Put your hands.
NSS class goes to.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights. And now I invite our guest of honor, Mr. Gangadhar Baredi, sir, rehabilitation psychologist, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm very happy to see you, everybody here, with a bright smiles that make up the real sun I can see here. There is a saying in German language. We say that der Wolf, der gewinnt, ist der, den du futurist. It says that the wolf that win is the one that you feed. It is said across all the cultures that there are always two wolves fighting in our mind. It might be the good or bad, correct or wrong, moral or not moral, anything. There are always two wolves fights in our mind. Which one will win actually? The one you feed it. I want you to remember everybody all these things and keep in the mind, and let me tell you a very small and a beautiful story to prove that it is right. You're all interested to listen the story, or else you sleep while listening the story. Okay. There are 4 college students who got passed out from the college. They are in a hunt of treasure that gives them lifestyle settlement. Okay? There are those 4 persons are, the first person is Mr. Observer, and the second person is Mr. Action. Okay? The third person is Mr. Overthinker, and fourth person is Mr. Doubt. Okay? These 3-4 college students, they all passed out from the very beautiful university, and they are in a process of hunting a treasure. And in the very beautiful island, they got a very good and very big ATM machine that gives whatever the amount they want. What happens is all 4 people, they went and they draw the money however much they want, okay, and they are spending the life very easily. So we all can believe it's a beautiful life, right? How much ever the money they want, are they getting or not? Okay. Can the ATM gives the lifelong money? So they don't know actually about that concept. They thought that they are pressing the button and they are getting the money. Okay. So what happens is over a period of time they are enjoying all that money and all those privileges, and they got constructed the house over there and they are enjoying there with their families. And over a period of time what happens is one day they saw that earlier it was all 2000 rupee currency they are getting whenever they press a button. But what happens is over a period of time they start seeing 1000 rupee currencies. Okay, can they still be so confident about their future? Okay, what happens is that Mr. Observer saw that earlier it was 2000 rupees, now it is 1000 rupees currency. I think he just got there is something fishy in this. And the rest 3 of the people are okay. Hey, at least we are getting 1000 rupees. Earlier we used to draw 100 pieces. Now let us draw 200 pieces. And they are also just started enjoying it. That Mr. Observer, who is the one person who just got, there is something fishy, and they started roaming other islands where he can find other ATM machines. And did the Mr. Action and Mr. Overthinker and Mr. Doubt taken any action? No. Then what happens is over a period of time they start getting 500 rupees notes. They are no more getting 1000 rupees notes. And they are enjoying. That Mr. Action got that, yeah, too much I have to carry, and I am not getting that much happiness, and I am getting something fishy is there. He also got getting that doubt. And Mr. Action thought that he got tighten up his shoes and he started chasing about ATM machines. Somewhere else he can search and he can make his life better. Did Mr. Overthinker and Mr. Doubt got any initiation action? So first thing, Mr. Observer and Mr. Action just left the island. They used to come to the island, they used to take the money, and they are in search of what they are in search of? Wow. Mr. Action and Mr. Overthinker and Mr. Doubt, they still there, even though they are getting 100 rupees notes, then over a period of time, 50 rupees currency, 20 rupees currency, did they took any action? No. Over a period of time, their life became miserable, but they didn't took any action. That first people, Mr. Action and Mr. Observer, they stopped coming to the ATM because they found some other ATMs. And these 2 people, what happened is, there is Mr. Overthinker. He started thinking that how I can live, the crises are increasing and the currency is reduced. He started fearing a lot. One day when he saw 10 rupee currency from the ATM machine, he stopped coming there and he got feared and he got frightened, he got doubt on himself, he got very uncertain about his future, and he left chasing off to other islands. He searched for almost 1 year and he met Mr. Action and Mr. Observer, who were already there 1 year back. But here the Mr. Doubt has taken any initiation? what he did is he keep on complaining about the things. Why this happened to me? He blamed government, he blamed banks, he blamed the situations, he blamed the environment. Did he took any action now? No. Even though someday, even though he is getting 5 rupee coins, 2 rupees coin also, he didn't got anything. Then over a period of time, his fear increased, he got anxiety, he got depression, he got everything. Then he finally committed suicide. So we are all learned the 3 fishes story in our childhood, right? Okay, one who sees very foresight, one he get over the situation when there are difficult times, the another fish is never thinks about the future. So these 4, Mr. Action, Mr. Observer, Mr. Overthinker and Mr. Doubt is one among us everybody. Am I correct? So the first saying which we did, there are always 2 wolves fighting in our mind. There are always 2 wolves fight in the society also. Mr. Action and Mr. Observer is the wolf. They feed their thought, they feed their fear, they feed their uncertainty, and they came out of it. Which wolf actually lost the game? Overthinker and doubt. So now you are also the people who are getting out of this college, and this ATM mission is also like our career, okay, our relationships, our dreams and all. So if you, I don't want to tell as a psychologist which personality character you want to choose. I just thought that today morning while I am coming here, I just read that story and I just thought to share about it. So I am not leaving here whom you want to be. I just want you everybody to decide which wolf you can feed. Which wolf you all will feed? So you all see the overthinkers, right? You all see the doubts, right? Can it make us flourish in the career? I'm asking. So please don't be that wolf. And as a psychologist, it's my responsibility to tell about some small words about the mental health. And actually, I have very less time. And I would like to tell entire essence of psychology which I learned. And 10 years back, I am also one of the person who sits in an auditorium, and I listened to one of my professors saying that one shloka from the Ayurveda. So I think which it will be useful for everybody. What is the essence of psychology? So the Ayurveda says that Krodha, Shoka, Bhaya, Ayasa, Viruddhana, Bhojana, Tapanolan, Lavan, Lavanakshara, Rakta, Pitta, Prakopaha. What is the root cause of all anxiety, depression, stress, fear, uncertainty is? So these all the killers that always lives in your mind. And the food you eat, the mindset you have, the relationship you build with all the people decides the mental health you have. Before 2002 or 2020, we all used to listen that what are the tips you can do to have a very good mental health. They say that walk 2 kilometers a day, have a good physique, and do meditation and all. Actually, the research says that these are all not actually enough for today's teen mental health actually. So one thing I would like to tell you is, please don't, at any point of time, if you feel that you are anxious, you are stressed, you are uncertain, you are getting frequent anger, you are aggressed, any of these things, I want everybody to get screened by a psychologist, meet a psychologist and get it done. But what is the solution for all this? In one line, again one more shloka I would like to tell you is, which you can note and which you can practice is, Nitya Hita Mita Ahara Sevi. What is it? Nitya Hita, you always be happy. Mita Ahara. Can we eat this much big or we have a small? Nitya Hita Mita Ahara Samikshakari. Work hard. Okay, Nitya Hita Mita Ahara Samikshakari Data Samaha Satyapara. Okay, Kshamavan Aptopasevi Bhavet Arogyam. Ayurveda says that who is the person, who is the blessed person in the world, who is the happiest person in the world, is the one who eat less, that pleases his mind, not for the cravings. Today, are we eating for the cravings or for the with the happiness of the mind? Cravings. Don't fall in that, okay? And please always reduce your emotions. Don't shout, don't get anger. Okay, work on your emotions. Okay, always thinks good about the other person. Okay, do hard work. So today only one parameter that measure all whether you are good mental health or not is If you are wake up and you are enthusiastic to go to college and learn, then you have very good mental health. And you are very compassionate to listen to your friend's problem or help him or be associate with him, then you have very good mental health. If you don't have enough enthusiasm to attend the college, that means you definitely have a mental health issue. Okay? So what is killing the enthusiasm is previous day night screening. Okay? So please take care of that. I don't want to take much time. So please, that beautiful quote of Ayurveda is the blessed thing which I following recently. So please take care of it and follow it. And I want everybody to follow it and make this university a healthy mind university. I heard that 12,000 students are there in Anurag University. If the education focusing along with the best practices, best skills and best education, along with that, I think I request the management, if they also focus in creating healthy mind, that means 12,000 healthy minds who are enthusiastic to go to the college and serve the society, 24,000 compassionate hands to serve the society. Can anything beat the Anurag University? So please follow that, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
NSS class goes to.
Thank you, sir, for your kind and thoughtful words. With great honor and anticipation, we now invite our esteemed chief guest, Dr. P. Swati ma'am, Head of Department of Psychology, Usmania University, to deliver the keynote address. We kindly request the other respected dignitaries on the dais to please take their seats in the front row of auditorium, so we may proceed with the chief guest address.
NSS class goes to.
So good afternoon to everyone. It's a wonderful time and pleasure for me to be with you all, with all the known faces here from the API. And also it's my privilege to thank the Anurag University management for inviting me here through API. It's very nice and glad to see you all. And I really appreciate the services that are rendered by API, and that has been like appreciated by the Anurag University and taking an opportunity to arrange for this program. Thank you very much, sir. I think Mr. Gangadhar Reddy Garu has really given opening remarks about the mental health. So I think from there, like, it's easy for me to take the audience into the other aspects. What is that we are going to discuss? So before that, I just wanted to ask you all, how are you feeling today? Okay? Okay? How are you all? How are you all? Not able to hear. Fine. Okay. Right now, at this moment, how are you feeling? Wonderful? Yes? Or why this lecture? Why we are asked to wait here in this auditorium since morning, right? So are you feeling it? Or feeling like you are learning something? Yes, learning something. Good. Before we proceed into what the concerned topic today, I think all of you know about the capital. What is capital? What is capital? Any answer? Capital, generally we say like finance, right? Are you investing, or your parents might have invested in the university to pay the fee and all these things, right? Finance. So generally we hear the term about economic capital. You know about social capital? Yes? No? Do you have friends? Do you have friends or no? Yes. So virtual friends or face-to-face friends? Face-to-face friends. So if you are having a handful of friends to whom you can really connect when you really in times of need, I think you are having a good social capital, right? So are you having social capital? Yes or no? Don't nod the heads, answer with mouth. Yes, okay. Then did you hear about psychological capital? No? So, generally, like a sociologist say, like we are social beings, right? Economists say, like we are economic beings. Man is a bundle of human wants. Today, like you wanted to satisfy one desire, one need, one want. Immediately, once the need is satisfied, another need crops up, right? So according to economists, man is a bundle of human wants. Man is a bundle of wants, desires. But psychologists say man is a bundle of emotions. Yes, do you agree? We are a bundle of emotions, right? When I say emotions, it could be positive emotions, it could be negative emotions. So right now, are you experiencing positive emotions or negative emotions? Positive, really? Genuinely? Okay. So, but sometimes we are into the happy mood, sometimes we are into the negative mood, right? So since last 1 week or last 15 days or last 1 month or last 3 months, did you ever experience a very bad mood, a feeling, yes, a sense of failure? I couldn't do this, I couldn't accomplish it. Some of you are nodding the heads. It is quite common, right? It's not always whatever we are trying to do it, we are successful in it. Sometimes we might not be able to reach it. Sometimes almost we reached, but in the last minute we couldn't achieve it. So it could be about your academic performance, it could be about your other competitive exams, whatever you are writing, or it could be any simple task like your own seminar presentations in the class or any other kind of a performance, right? So how do you feel when you couldn't achieve it? How do you feel? I want answers. Let us not make it a lecture mode. Anyone? How do you feel when you feel like you're not able to accomplish it, or when you are not up to your own expectations? I'm not saying what your parents expected, what your teachers expected. You have your own benchmarks, right? Always compare yourself with your own performance, not with the others. So how do you feel when you could not reach a particular benchmark which you had set for yourself? You get disappointed. So sometimes you get disappointed, and then what you do? You try to introspect where you had made a mistake. I don't even say a failure. Probably sometimes like the actions or the action plans which we have taken might not be the right thing, or some other barriers might be there which you couldn't reach, right? So you have to introspect and then go ahead, right? But sometimes, depending upon the situation in which you are in, you feel like total disappointment, total frustration, right? The stress levels will increase, anxiety levels will increase, like as how the speaker has mentioned, like we try to think in a positive way, we try to take care of the food that we take, we try to take care of the screen time, but still sometimes, because we are humans, to err is human, to make the mistakes are human, sometimes the decisions which we take or the action plans which you made to reach your goals might not be successful. But how you are able to bounce back, that is the most important thing. So when I said what is psychological capital, the way you are trying to be with the development of the resilience. How many of you feel like you are warriors, fighters? You could not like just leave the thing, but you try to introspect and then move ahead. Do you do that, or you just leave if once you feel like you could not achieve it? Do you try again? Yes, right? So all of us need to develop the resilient attitude. So that is one of the important ingredients or components of the psychological capital which I have mentioned. So I just want to know how many of you feel that you are having a high resilience, high level of resilience, that I can really get up, fight, and then achieve the success or whatever I want. How many of you feel that you are resilient? No one? I'm not saying anyone from the students, only few students are raising their hands. So all the first 2 rows, they are raising the hands, but very handful of the students are raising the hands. So let us see what this resilience is. I think you have seen the bouncing ball, right? Whenever you are trying to force the ball against the wall, what will happen? It will come back with the same kind of an spirit. So even if you have fallen down, even if you have seen the failure, or even if you are not happy with your own success or with your own failures, failing is not the problem, but how quickly you could bounce back. So that is the art of the resilience. That is the development of the resilience skill in you, which you have to develop. So always you are in the 4 walls of the classroom, or in your libraries, or in your practical room, right? But apart from all that, the moment you come out of your academics and try to look into your career or try to interact with the people in the society, there are number of issues that are bound to influence you, bound to affect you. But you cannot like just feel frustrated or disappointed. That is normal. But how you are developing this kind of a resilient spirit, resilient attitude, that should be the most important thing. So you can go with the flying colors with all your certificates, but you should also learn how to fight the life, how to achieve the success, what is that you can learn from your bitter experiences. So that is what the resilience speaks about. Okay, let us see what we can learn about the resilience. PPT, I guess. Generally, like, I think you know all about the various scientists, whatever the light that we are enjoying or the kind of the mobiles that we are trying to use them, behind that, there is a lot of inventions, right? And you know about Edison, Thomas Edison, his famous statement, how many times he might have tried in his lab to get the proper electricity connection. Generally, they say more than 10,000 times, but he never got disappointed. He said, like, I have learned what are the 10,000 wrong connections I have been making which I should avoid. So with one failure, we go into the depression or we go into the frustrated state. But generally, like, we learn many things from the disappointments or the frustrations. So the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. If you just look back into your childhood, I think there might be many experiences, whether it could be in the playground, you wanted to perform well, there might be a good competition between your group, your team and the other team. Sometimes you might have succeeded, sometimes you might have failed. But still, with what spirit that you could again enter into the competition and then win the success. So it could be with regard to the sports, it could be with regard to the academics or in the major life. So this is the statement given by Thomas Edison. I have not failed, but I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. So the moment like there is some obstacle, some failure, try to introspect, try to find out what are the wrong ways that you have landed up, what could be the right way. But generally, people who don't have this kind of a resilience, they easily give up. But people who are very resilient try to find out again the new ways and means. So do we have the resilience that we need to overcome our challenges? Do we let our failures derail our dreams? I think the former president, Abdul Kalam, has mentioned, right? Dream, dream, dream till you achieve the success. All of us dream. But are we converting them into the real success? So why sometimes dreams are left only in the sleep? Only why few people are able to really see the reality of the dreams? So the reason again here is the kind of the attitude that you have. I think all of you know about CAS, K-A-S, the knowledge. The knowledge that you have to have in order to reach your goal, the attitude that you have to develop, that is the positive attitude, the optimistic attitude, and your dream should be owned by you. It is not like it is my father's dream or my grandfather's dream. The moment you say that, obviously you cannot own it. Even if you are taking the inspiration from the father's dream or from the grandfather's dream or your mother's dream, the moment you believe in it, you have to own it. You have to own that. Only then you can convert your dreams into the true reality. And failures definitely be there. Always like the same person cannot be a successful person throughout the life, in all the competitions, in all the academic years, if you are trying to see the academic performance. So sometimes you might be in the second position, sometimes you might be in the third position. Sometimes the person who is in the 10th position can also move on to the first position. So failures will be there. It is not like suppose if someone says, I have never met the failure, that means he didn't learn anything. It's completely a smooth walk. But the moment you have experienced the failures, the way you develop, the way you try to perceive the situations, the way you try to understand the situations will also be changed. So one important thing that you have to develop to be resilient is See, when we speak about personality, it's a very vast area. Everyone has a different varieties of personality traits. But to understand the life, to understand the failure that you are meeting, to move forward to achieve the success, three important aspects that we need to develop in our personality is 3 C's, which eventually lead to the resilience. So one is control. Can you control all the situations? No. Definitely you cannot control all the situations. But at the same time, the other side of the coin is people who have the fear, who doesn't have the confidence, who doesn't have the self-esteem, the moment they see it's a very big task, or I could not achieve it, I will not achieve it, or once they meet the failure, immediately when they give up, that means they are not trying to take control over the situation. So don't give up easily. Try to perceive the situation, where the problem is, whether it is in me or whether it is in the situation or whether it is in the other people. In what way I can have control over the situation. So instead of giving up easily, try to exercise the control. The next one is commitment. All of you have joined in the course, in the respective courses. So after joining, some of you might have felt it is very difficult. I'm not able to really comprehend, or it's too difficult for me to understand. But are you giving up? Because you have decided that you wanted to complete this course, that is, you have given the commitment to yourself, whatever the situation is, however the difficult subject is, you find the alternate ways and means of understanding it and come out with the flying colors. So commitment. It is not only towards the academics, it could be with regard to anything. In future, you might be writing the civil services, or you might be searching for the various career opportunities. You have a placement cell, so it could be facing the interview. So just because like in one interview you are not selected, or one interview you couldn't perform, you cannot easily give up. So commit yourself. Show that commitment. And the third C is challenging. The one who has that challenging attitude, when others are able to do, why not me? What are the skills that I am not equipped with? What is the thing that I can learn further? So once you take it, any kind of a negative situation in a challenging way, and then try to equip yourself, try to develop more of a mindset, positive mindset, obviously like you will be able to have this kind of a resilient personality. So what are the 3 C's? What are the 3 C's? Control, commitment, challenge. So can anyone say which one you have to improve? In your like for some people they're high on control. For some people commitment is high, but they feel like I'm easily giving up. I cannot sustain with my attitude, positive attitude. Some people feel probably I have to develop the challenging spirit. So can anyone say which one you have to develop? Challenge. So that means you are good at trying to exercise control over the situation. You have good commitment towards whatever you have been decided, but try to take it in a challenging way when things are not moving very positively forward. So this resilience can also be developed not only by developing those 3 C's, but certain other principles. Suppose if I ask you, to whom you have to, if I give you the opportunity, to whom you would express the gratitude? Generally in US and other countries, they have a day, Thanksgiving Day. But in India, our culture itself has taught us that we don't require any separate day. So gratitude is ingrained in our culture. If given the opportunity, to whom you would like to express the gratitude? Parents, okay? Anyone else? Any, that's fine. Any other answer? Teachers, okay? Sorry? Heart. You yourself, yes, sometimes you also have to express the gratitude to your own self. You have to pat yourself, right? Then? Universe. Sometimes even the strangers also, right? They might not be knowing, but in a particular situation, they might have helped you in showing the direction when it is dark in the night, when you couldn't know where the address is, or you lost the purse, not a single penny with you, but someone, a stranger, has offered you the money to purchase the train ticket or a bus ticket. You might not have met them again, but whenever you think of that, you feel very grateful to them, right? So it could be to the parents, teachers, strangers, friends. Do you express that? Do you express the gratitude? Yes. So you need to express the gratitude. That will help you to also develop the positive traits in you, which eventually leads to the development of the resilience, compassion. It's sorry to say, all of us are having pets at home, right? That's wonderful thing. It's one of the therapeutic kind of an feeling also whenever you have the pets. But the other side of the thing is the kind of the compassion that they are showing to the animals, pets, they are not showing towards the human beings. Did you observe that? This kind of a trend is also increasing. So be compassionate first to your own self and then to the animals, to the other human beings too. Once you start loving the people, trying to understand why my friend is very angry with me or why did she behave very angrily with me, you will not react. You will try to understand and then respond to them, right? But what will happen? Generally, in any situation, we react rather than responding. So once you develop that compassion towards the others, you will not react, but you will try to analyze and then respond to the situations. Then self-acceptance. Don't always unrealistically compare yourself with the others. Always like you set the benchmark for your own thing. Like 5 years back, are you the same person? Did you see any change in you positively? Yes? Yes. 15 years back, were you the same person? As a kid, how you were and now? No, right? So you have to set the trends or the benchmarks for yourself and then see what is that you have to improve, what is that you have to limit certain things, right? Then meaning in the life. Generally when I ask like what is the meaning of your life, people feel that's an old age people's idea. Only in the old age we have to think what is the meaning of the life. But nowadays, the youth is also trying to find some meaning in the life, right? What is that you do whenever you are having a leisure time? That is like probably for 1 month or 2 months you are completely free, no college. What is that? How you are trying to set your time? Do you do anything? Social service within your apartment, within your neighborhood? No? Or try to have be with the part of some clubs and then doing, like for example, through NSS unit you are doing this, right? What is that you do through NSS? What is that you do? Service. What kind of a service? Any example? Any example? What is that you are doing through NSS? Okay, some service when you are doing, how do you feel that day, that particular day? You have gone to slum area or you have gone to some other place, try to help the people there. Okay, at the end of the day, how do you feel? Happy or why waste of time? Happy. So that itself is a meaningfulness in the life. If you are doing something to the others without expecting anything in return, and if that person or that work has some meaning, some kind of an success in that, definitely you can find that meaningfulness in your life. Meaningfulness in the life, you need not be Mother Teresa, you need not be Swami Vivekananda, but within your own boundaries, whatever work selflessly that you are doing and the kind of the satisfaction that you are getting, that can be a meaningfulness in the life. So have some purpose for your life. Completing the exams, getting the certificates, joining in the good job, all these things are okay. That goes as part of the life. But beyond that, what is that you are able to do? Because nowadays many students come together, join some clubs and do some service. Whether it could be teaching in the slum areas or it could be anything, or it could be teaching your own maid children at home whenever you are having the free time. The kind of the meaningfulness that you feel is very different. And then forgiveness. Are you good at forgiving the people? Your friends or someone who troubled you? Yes or no? Forgiveness is difficult or easy? Difficult or easy? I heard somewhere from there difficult. Yes, it is difficult. Forgiveness is a difficult task, but definitely not an impossible task. Do you have any grudge against anyone? Sometimes, yes. Very genuinely someone said yes. So think over why you are not able to forgive them. Think from their perspective. What could be wrong with them, or what is the mistake that they have done? Why they would have done that? And then think, analyze, and then try to just speak to them or write an email to them or leave a message to them in a positive tone, definitely I think things would improve. The moment you forgive someone to whom you have a hostility or any kind of an aggressive thought, the moment you have forgiven them, everything will be calmed down. So you can practice that. And forgiveness is the most important aspect for maintaining our own mental health. Otherwise, every day, every minute, the same incident, the same person will come to your mind, and that will disturb your thoughts, right? So when you develop all these certain traits in you, automatically you become more strong, that resilience will be developed. It is easy for you to understand the people and also forgive the people. All of you maintain the physical immunity, right? At least we make an effort so that we'll not quickly or very frequently fall into the sickness. But what about psychological immunity? What is psychological immunity? Are we trying for it? Psychological immunity is not to be very susceptible to even minute situations if you are taking them into a very stressful thing, becoming highly over anxious, okay, or developing the anxiety. All these things will weaken your mind, will weaken your confidence levels, will weaken your self-esteem. So, to develop the psychological immunity, certain things if you can develop, that is some kind of a planning. Okay, you wanted to be in the first 5 ranks. You couldn't be in the first 5 ranks. But definitely, even if you are in the top 10%, that is fine, right? There should be a flexibility in setting the goal, flexibility in the planning. And generally, whenever we say like planning, always better be with the plan B also. There is a wide controversy. The moment we say like we are trying to have a plan B, that means your concentration will not be much on the plan A because you are comfortable that there is a plan B. But it all depends upon the plan B will come into the action only when nothing is working out. So there should be a flexibility into the planning. If this is not working or this is not the way, probably there is some other way. Then withstand the shocks, that is, the moment you become stronger, the moment you develop the resilient attitude, you will not be susceptible to any kind of a crisis. You can withstand that. You can try to bear that. So why some people are like, even in the crisis, they quickly take the action, they remain emotionally stable. Why some people, even in small situations, they become over anxious? That is because of, again, the presence of your attitude, that is resilient attitude. Then the moment you are good at resilience, you are able to adapt to the changes also very quickly. Then continue your goal. Sometimes you might have seen like writing the civil services. People write 5 attempts also. They do not easily give up because they have confidence within them. And they check the mistakes that they have learned and then they try to pursue whatever their goal is without giving it up. Then anticipate the risk. That is, even when you go with a plan of action, if this is not working out, what are the other things that you can look into? So you can take the challenges, you can be very positive, you become more empathetic, not only towards yourself, but also towards the others. Then you don't give the excuses. Generally, whenever there is a failure, what do we say? This is a very difficult subject, or syllabus has not been completed, or university is very far from my place, I used to be very tired. So these are the reasons which people try to look into the moment they are not able to achieve the success. So always an excuse will be there to blame the people, to blame the situations, or to blame ourselves. But once you develop that psychological immunity, you don't give those narrow excuses, but you try to be very genuine. What will happen if you develop the resilience? The physical flexibility will be there. That is, all of you know, we cannot separate body and mind. How your mind thinks, that will be affecting, that will be showing the symptoms on the body. How many of you get the tension headache, migraine headache before the exams? Readily, some of you are raising the hands, right? Or seriously, when you are thinking something, why suddenly you get the headache? Because like you are emotionally feeling weak, obviously that is affecting or showing the symptoms on the body. Similarly, if you are physically weak, you are having fever or you are having headache, when someone comes to you and tries to talk, you just shout at them, right? Emotionally, you become very weak. You feel like you are frustrated when someone is disturbing you. So, when you are developing this resilience, the physical flexibility, that is, physical immunity will also be there. You will be able to gain the strength. Then, emotional resilience, in the beginning, sir has mentioned, right? IQ, all of you have the IQ. That is the reason why you are here. But how many of you have the EQ, which gives you the emotional stability? How many of you have that emotional intelligence? No? You have to learn that emotional intelligence. To enter into the careers, IQ is okay. But if you want to have an advancement in your career, reach the peaks of the career, obviously IQ is not sufficient. You have to have the EQ, that is emotional regulation. Understanding others' emotions. Why did my colleague speak in this way? Or why did my boss speak in that way? Should I respond? Should I react? So pausing, you are having a pause button, analyzing and then responding. So that emotional stability will be the crux of your success, whether it is at the professional level or whether it is at the personal level. So while there are so many divorces that are happening in the society, it's because of lack of emotional regulation. Why there are no proper conversations between the parents and the siblings? Either parents or the children or both of them sometimes not having that emotional regulation, that quality time that they are not spending to understand the other's emotions. So when there is lack of resilience, obviously that emotional regulation and other things will also be weak. Then mental resilience. How many hours you would be studying? We shouldn't ask, right? I think all of you will be doing one-day batting, just before the exams. So there is no question of focusing, concentrating on the work. But even before the exams, because now the trend is only before the exams you people read, how many hours you will be able to read? Probably some of you continuously, right? You will do the night out. But once you come into the examination hall, how do you feel? Do you feel like everything you are able to remember? Yes. The attention span, the concentration levels cannot be increased if the moment you are feeling very nervous, anxiety or stressful or in a frustrating state. So once you develop the resilience, even your mental strength, mental resilience will also be there. And finally, it is about the spiritual resilience or spiritual development. Once again, spiritual development is part of our personality. It is not related to the old age. It is the way of understanding the life, way of doing the things. And many youngsters are trying to be high on spiritual resilience nowadays. So that is trying to understand the people, not feeling bad about others, not feeling bad about you, trying to lead the kind of the life that you live without hurting others. So this kind of an essence will be developed. So 3 important aspects, self-aware. Suppose like if it is a workshop, everyone would be asked to speak about themselves. What is that you are aware of? Can anyone say like one positive quality in you, one negative quality in you? Are you aware? Some people feel it is very difficult to find positive qualities in them. They say like, I don't have any positive qualities. Many times in the workshops, some people say that. That means we have to make the other person speak about them. Unless you are self-aware about your own positive assets and the negative things or the limitations, how can you understand the other people? How can you understand the life situations? Yes? So can anyone speak one positive quality or one negative quality which you are aware? Yes? No? Okay, but at least introspect within yourself. What is the positive quality that the moment you think of yourself that comes to your mind? What is the negative quality that comes to you when you think of yourself, right? Then acceptance. Are you accepting yourself? Both with positives and negatives? Don't always be like, compare yourself with others and say like, I want to be like them. Modeling is important, but not the imitation. You cannot imitate some celebrity or some sports person or some leader as per their thing, right? So take the positive qualities in them and then you have to grow yourself, mold your personality. So accept your positive things, accept your limitations and see, and then you work on it. Then survivor, who is a survivor? Anything, any failures that I can withstand. I can know how I can manage, how I can know how I can bounce back. So crisis managers, everyone has to be a crisis manager. Sometimes even at home, there might be a grandmother who is sick, no one at home. If you become like very unstable emotionally, you cannot give the proper treatment to them, right? So any kind of a crisis, without getting upset, how you have to take care of the situation. So being a survivor is also an important aspect. Yeah, nourish the mind. What are your leisure time activities? What do you do on Sundays other than your academic things? Anything? How do you feed your mind? We feed our stomach 4 times a day. Yes? Or more than that. Do you feed your mind? What do you do? How many of you play Sudoku? Crossword puzzles? Or doing some new task which you have never done? All that is important to nourish your mind, right? Then family bonds. What is the quality time that you spend with your family? 1 hour minimum, no time, right? The moment you go home, you will be with your smartphones. Yes? So at least there should be minimum quality time to spend with your parents, with your friends, with your siblings. That is also important. Then forgive past regrets. The moment you start opening the book or think about some activity, don't think about what has happened in the childhood or what has happened 1 year back. Okay, learn from the past and then forget the remaining things. Spend time with yourself. So self-compassion, we already spoke about it, right? How do you spend your time with yourself? How many of you introspect at least once in a day? How the day happened? Where did I do wrong? What are the things? Okay, 1 or 2 hands are raising. That is also important, right? So spend time with yourself. Think like what are the things that you have done? Or it can be doing some activity, that me time. If you are doing yoga, if you are going for a walk, if you are going for a jogging, that also comes under the time spending with yourself. Set a routine. Set a routine, but sometimes, occasionally, you can break the routine also, otherwise you will become very mechanical. Then be open to change. How many of you are open to change? Okay. Suppose like tomorrow, what is your college timing as of now? 9. Suppose if your management says from tomorrow onwards, you have to come by 8. How many of you are willing? Yeah. This is in a lighter vein I asked. Only few hands were raised, right? So, see, always change is constant. Now we have to speak the world about pre-COVID and post-COVID. We have seen number of changes technologically and other aspects, right? So change will be there. You cannot completely deny the change. So when it is inevitable, we should also know how to accept it very gracefully. Then prioritize physical health. How many of you spend time for your physical health, taking proper diet, walking, jogging, all these things? Okay, good. Adopt the attitude. How many of you pat yourself whenever you are able to do something which you thought you can never do? Don't expect others to pat you. You yourself can develop that celebrating attitude and celebrate yourself. Anchor your spiritual self. That is like trying to understand the people, understand the world. With it, you should have emotional attachment, but at the same time maintain that detachment. Okay? Attachment should be there, but at the same time you should also know how much you have to detach from the rest of the things. And what will happen? What is that this is predicting? If you give yourself time, you will become more like a butterfly. Yes or no? In one day, the butterfly hasn't evolved. There are different cycles. All of you know that. And in the first few cycles, do you like to see those caterpillars, cocoons, all these things, would you like to touch them? No. But the moment it has evolved as a butterfly, after foregoing all those obstacles, obviously everyone wants to play with the butterfly. Everyone would be admiring. So now you are in the process of becoming a butterfly, but certain ups and downs will be there, but still you have to love yourself, you have to develop the positive attitude yourself, accept yourself, ready to be, to accept the change, and then you can evolve like a very good, colorful butterfly. And I think you know about the car. What is this car? C means change. Always like be ready for the change and accept it and rise above what you think. If you think only like this much I can do, you will be reaching only this. But if you are thinking about this much I can do, definitely you will reach this. So think beyond what you can do. Definitely like that will help you to learn the skills. And once you develop that resilience, your well-being, it contributes to your well-being. No one can be in the positive emotions, right? But try to maximize your positive emotions, minimize your negative emotions. Try to engage yourself with some activity or the other. Don't always be only with the books. Definitely, I think no one will be with the books, right? But don't sit idle. Learn something. Whatever, whether it is in the field of sports, whether it is cooking, anything new thing that you try to do it, engage yourself, then relationships are very important. Because we are social beings, because we are emotional beings, interpersonal relationships play a vital role, whether it is in the classroom, whether it is in the college playground, or whether it is at home. So see that you are able to maintain the relationships. Already I said about the meaningfulness in the life. Do something that is very core to your heart, that gives you some satisfaction, and then accomplishment. So this PARMA you have to remember in order to enhance your well-being. And the beginning, whatever I said, psychological capital, all of you have the psychological capital. Economic capital, probably your parents have to give you like as a pocket money. But psychological capital and social capital are within you. If you want to be with the people, develop proper relationships, good social support, that is social capital. And the psychological capital is you should have the hope, whatever may come. Today, it might be a bad day, but definitely tomorrow it can be a good day, right? And efficacy. On the day one when you have entered into the college, the kind of the skill that you have might be different. But once you have been learning certain new skills, the efficacy levels, the ability to do the things might have increased. So you can become a good leader. Then resilience, already I have said, one important component, and optimism. Hope is you're specific to a particular situation. Optimistic is the way you are thinking, your thinking spirit. Whether you are pessimistic or optimistic, it depends upon how you are training yourself. So before we stop this, I just wanted to show you one small video. With that, we'll end the session. So I think all of us admire the candles, right? So the 4 candles are burning very slowly. The ambience was so soft, you could hear them talking. The first candle said, I am peace. However, nobody can keep me lit. I believe I will go out. Its flame rapidly diminishes and goes out completely. The second one says, I am faith. Most of all, I am no longer indispensable, so it doesn't make any sense that I stay lit any longer. When it finished talking, a breeze softly blew on its putting it out. The third candle spoke in its turn. I am love. I haven't got the strength to stay lit. People put me aside and don't understand my importance. They even forget to love those who are nearest to them. And waiting no longer, it goes out. Suddenly, a child enters the room and sees 3 candles not burning. Why are you not burning? You are supposed to stay lit till the end. Saying this, the child begins to cry. Then the fourth candle said, don't be afraid. While I am still burning, we can relight the other candles. I am hope. With shining eyes, the child took the candle of hope and lit the other candles. The flame of hope should never go out from your life. And that each of us can maintain hope, faith, peace, and love. So what is needed? Hope. So are you hopeful? More louder? Yeah. So develop the hope in any situation. When everything is going smooth, everyone will say, I am very hopeful. Even in the bitter situations, even in the adverse situations, you have to remain that I am very hopeful. All these are passing moments. Definitely there would be a better moment, a lighter moment, and a strong moment, right? A hopeful moment. Thank you.
NSS class goes to.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing us with your presence and sharing your enlightening insights. Now I request Mr. Mohan Desh Pandey, sir, National Vice President, APAI, to address the gathering and speak about the importance of World Psychologist Appreciation Day.
NSS class goes to.
Good afternoon. Hope everybody had breakfast, no? Good afternoon. Yeah, thank you. First of all, I thank Anurag University management and API to giving me a chance and a wonderful day to be here. And I would like to say a few words about World Psychologist Day. It is both to be an honor and privilege to be here with you today. At the outset, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to everyone. This day is a great significance, not only professionals in the field of psychology, but every individual who values mental and emotional well-being. And psychologists are oftenly very silent warriors. They never come up with the uniforms like other doctors. And they will take care of all the disorder which a person is getting affected. See, they acknowledge and celebrate the immense dedication, empathy, and the expertise psychologists being in our lives. The main impact may be invisible to our eyes, but it deeply felt by in their hearts. They try to heal your problems. And I would like to ask one thing. Are you all happy in your life? Can you raise your hands? Only few. What about others? You need a help of psychologist? Yes, we are all here. That's what I want to tell you. But I hope everyone should be happy and they should be very, very happy in their lives. Okay? Then coming. Today also, we take the time and emphasize the recognition of the existence and excellence in this noble profession. Excellence in psychology goes beyond the academic accolades. It lies in the compassion shown in the ethical standards upheld and the lives that are positively transformed. Celebrating the excellence motivates others, raising awareness in the strengthening in the field of a whole world. And can you tell me approximately in the world how many people are suffering with psychology disorders? Any idea? In the world. Nearly 280 million people are suffering. This is what recently one survey came to know. Okay. Then coming, mental health is no longer as a topic that can be pushed aside. Thanks to all tireless efforts of the psychologist, more people are opening up, seeking help, and living healthier, more balanced lives. That is it's not a small achievement at all. In closing, let us remember that today is only one celebration in our profession, but of all people behind it, their dedication, their resilience, and their unwavering commitment for the betterment of lives of others. Happy World Psychologist Day to the all brilliant minds and kind hearts in this room as well as everybody. And last but not least, I thank a special thanks to our Dr. Maheepathi Srinivasarao garu giving arranging wonderful session today from morning 10 to till now. Thank you everybody. Thank you.
NSS class goes to.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we step into a truly special segment of today's event, the award presentation ceremony. To do the honors, we once again request our chief guest, Dr. P. Swati ma'am, guests of honor, Mr. Gangadhar Bareddy sir, and Dr. Maheepathi Srinivasarao sir, and Dr. C. Mallesha sir, to kindly come on to the dais to present the awards.
NSS class goes to.
I also request other esteemed guests and dignitaries to come on to the dais to present the awards.
Now I invite Dr. B. Sridhar sir onto the dais. He has immensely contributed to the development of mental health in society and holds degree in MSc Psychology, SV University Tirupati, MPhil Psychology, PhD Psychology, PGD GC and DCGC RIE Mysore.
NSS class goes to. NSS class goes to.
I invite Krishna Prasad sir onto the dais.
NSS class goes to.
Now I invite Renuka Lingala ma'am onto the dais. She has exceptionally contributed to the advancement of mental well-being in the community.
NSS class goes to.
Now I invite Mr. Mohan Deshpande sir onto the dais. He has made a profound impact on the mental health awareness in society, a recipient of the Best Psychologist Award 2023 by the Telangana Psychologist Association. They continue to impact lives through workshops, crisis interventions, and one-by-one therapy.
NSS class goes to.
And now I invite Manasa Tirumala ma'am onto the dais.
NSS
She has dedicatedly worked toward improving mental wellness among people, and Manasa Tirumala ma'am, a practicing counseling psychologist, holds postgraduate diplomas in family relations and marriage counseling as well as child psychology and counseling, both from Osmania University. And now I invite Veerabhadra Rao Redla sir onto the dais.
NSS class goes
He has shown remarkable dedication to the cause of mental health, specializing in adolescent relationship and family counseling. Holds multiple certifications in REBT, art therapy, marriage and family therapy and more. Actively involved in Manojagriti NGO and SHE teams. And now I invite Suma Kavita Ganji ma'am onto the dais.
NSS class goes to.
She has made a pivotal role in transforming the mental health landscape. She holds MA Psychology, PG Diploma in Counseling and Psychotherapy, working as a counseling psychologist and psychotherapist at Atmiya Psychological Counseling Center, co-founder of Atmiya Psychological Counseling Center.
NSS class goes to.
And now I invite Dr. Maheepathi Rao sir onto the dais. He has tirelessly served the community's mental health needs and currently serving as Associate Professor and Directorate of Directorates of Administration, Anurag University.
NSS class goes to.
And now I invite Ushasri Kandala ma'am onto the dais. She has been inspiring force in promoting psychological well-being. Currently, she is working as a psychologist with a specialization in child development and learning disabilities.
NSS class goes to.
And now I invite Y. Shivarama Prasad sir onto the dais. He has made an extraordinary contribution to public mental health and rare blend of talent, humility and intellect. From a Telugu medium background, he earned his MA in philosophy and MSc in psychology.
NSS class goes to.
And now I invite K. Vijayarani ma'am onto the dais.
NSS class goes to.
Vijayarani ma'am has consistently advocated for the better mental health support systems. And now I invite Dr. Maheepathi Gayatri ma'am onto the dais, who has been compassionately served individuals in need of psychologist support.
NSS class goes to. NSS class goes to.
And now I invite Somashekar Babu sir onto the dais. He has showing unwavering commitment to uplifting mental health care, holds dip in basic counseling skills Sahaya course from ICEEM and Manojagriti in 2021, PG Diploma in Guidance and Counseling Psychology in 2010 from KU.
NSS class goes to.
And now coming to the Special Appreciation Awards. Now I invite Vijay Ambati ma'am onto the dais, who has demonstrated outstanding leadership in field of mental health, dynamic entrepreneur and change maker, whose journey spans telecom, media, education, finance and women empowerment.
NSS class goes to.
And now I invite Kavita Reddy ma'am onto the dais. She has been a trailblazer in psychological research and community outreach. She is the founder of Shakti Yoga Nilaya and co-founder of Satsahaya Foundation. She champions both personal transformation and community upliftment. I request all the awardees to come for a group photo under the dais. Now I request Dr. C. Malesha sir, Dr. Maheepathi Talks sir and all other dignitaries to come forward to felicitate our esteemed dignitaries. Dr. C. Malesha sir, Associate Directorate of Social Learning, Anurag University. And to felicitate Mr. Gangadhar Bareddy sir, Guest of Honor and Rehabilitation Psychologist, Dr. P. Swati ma'am, Chief Guest and HOD, Department of Psychology, Usmania University. And next to felicitate Mr. Gangadhar Bareddy sir, Guest of Honor and Rehabilitation Psychologist.
NSS class goes go.
And next to felicitate Dr. P. Swati ma'am, Chief Guest and HOD, Department of Psychology, Anurag University, Usmania University. And now I invite Nageshwar Gallepalli sir, State Vice President, onto the dais.
NSS class goes go.
Now I request Mr. Shrenuka Lingala ma'am, President APA Telangana State, to offer vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. I especially thank Swati ma'am who has taken a session on resilience. Do you have resilience? Yes or no? Yeah, can you all give a round of applause for Swati ma'am who have made time today? Next, special thanks to Gangadhar sir for the guest of honor, for being the guest of honor. Can you all clap for Gangadhar sir for making his time? And last but not the least, these claps are for all the psychologists and APA team and all the students for making it happen. Special thanks to NSS team, Rajendra sir, Tirupati sir, and all NSS program officers, Vidyasagar, Saurabh, Vijay, and all others who made this event happen. Especially special thanks to Associate Director, Social Learning, NSS Malaysia sir, for everyone. And again, I thank API team for giving us an opportunity to host this event at Anurag University. With this, I thank everyone. Thanks a lot. And all the psychologists stay back so that we'll have a group picture over here. Then after that, we'll leave. I thank all the students. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Wish you a happy, positive mental health. Thank you.
NSS class goes go.
Yeah, students will be escorted by the Sagar sir and Saurabh sir. Please go outside. Students can move.
Request all the members to join for the group picture. All the members, guests, everyone. Except the students. Once again, I thank all the students for making their time and listening to the session. And also making this program a grand, successful one. I request everyone to follow me for the lunch so that I'll take you along with me. Please. I request all the awardees to receive the bags I'll be giving here. Our sir will give so that you can take the bags. Thank you so much. So kind.